North Korea stated on Saturday that it tested ballistic missiles from a train in apparent retaliation for new US restrictions. Welcome back to Next News Hour. If you're new to the channel, tap on the subscription button and press the notification bell. The practice, according to the Korean Central News Agency, was designed to test and judge the competency of the missile's operational processes, with the two guided missiles hitting the predetermined target in the East Sea. The newest missiles traveled roughly 430 kilometers at an altitude of 36 kilometers with a peak speed of Mach 6, 6 times the speed of sound, according to South Korea's Yonhap news agency. The KCNA report came a day after South Korea's military reported it had spotted missiles being fired into the sea by its neighbor, the third such launch this month. Pyongyang's foreign ministry released a statement chastising the US for implementing further sanctions in response to the North's past nuclear tests and warning of tougher and more explicit action if Washington continues to be confrontational. North Korea has been testing new rockets meant to surpass missile defenses in the area in recent months, despite pandemic-related border restrictions and a halt in nuclear dialogue with the US. According to some analysts, North Korean leader Kim Jong-un is reverting to the tried and true tactic of threatening neighboring nations and the US with missile launches and absurd threats before engaging in discussions to gain concessions. After receiving the missile test order on short notice, the troops went quickly to launch location and fired two tactical guided missiles that hit a sea target with pinpoint accuracy, according to the report. The Rodong Sinmun newspaper in North Korea provided photographs of two separate missiles soaring above rail carriages enveloped in smoke. North Korea's missiles fired from train carriages seem to be solid fuel short-range weapons modeled after Russia's Iskander-mobile ballistic system. The missile, which was first tested in 2019, is meant to be maneuverable and fly at low altitudes, increasing its chances of avoiding and destroying missile systems. In reaction to North Korea's prior test this month, the Biden administration placed restrictions on 5 North Koreans on Wednesday for their participation in procuring equipment and technology for their country's missile programs. The Treasury Department's decision came only hours after North Korea claimed Kim supervised a successful launch of a hypersonic missile on Tuesday, which he said would significantly boost the country's nuclear deterrence. North Korea demonstrated its alleged hypersonic missile for the second time in a week on Tuesday. Because of their speed and maneuverability, hypersonic weapons, which travel at speeds exceeding Mach 5 or 5 times the speed of sound, might represent a significant threat to missile defenses. Multi-warhead missiles, spy satellites, solid-fuel long-range missiles, and submarine-launched nuclear missiles were among the advanced military assets Kim disclosed early last year on his wish list. In 2019, a US-led diplomatic effort to persuade North Korea to stop its nuclear weapons development failed when the Trump administration rejected Pyongyang's request for massive sanctions relief in exchange for a partial surrender of its nuclear arsenal. Despite the country's economy experiencing substantial blows because of pandemic-related border restrictions and continuing US-related sanctions, Kim has committed to enhancing a nuclear armament he obviously regards as his best guarantee of survival. His government has so far rejected the Biden administration's offer to begin talks without conditions, claiming that the US must first end its hostile policy, which Pyongyang refers to as sanctions and joint military drills between the US and South Korea. Well, we'd like to know your thoughts and responses. Share them in the comments down below. Also share this news and show us love through subscribing to our channel. Stay tuned for the real stuff on Next News Hour.